Good morning. Welcome to the Higgins Middle School.
We're just waiting for our students to come in. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Mayor, Dr. Vidala, Mr. Hockman, family, friends, and Pegasus class of 2023, welcome to our Grade 8 Moving On ceremony for the Pegasus Cluster, where we come together to acknowledge and celebrate the journey of our graduating class as they transition into a new chapter in their lives. I'd like to invite two of our Pegasus students, Damian Gregory and Valentina Gregory, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Damian and Valentina. It's certainly been an eventful 3 years for the class of 23. You walked in here 3 years ago as excited and a little nervous sixth graders after your fifth grade was abruptly ended about 2/3 of the way through. We entered into this strange half-home, half-hybrid, half-home, half-school hybrid setup where you traveled in pods and sat at desks 6 feet apart. And then finally, last February, normalcy returned a little bit when we could see everybody's faces. One thing that stood out among this class was that your patience and flexibility. We had some crazy rules. If you remember, we had the one-way hallways, and you had to wipe down your desks after every class. But you did it, and you adjusted every single time we made a change. As we reflect on the achievements of this graduating class, it's impossible to overlook the support provided by families, teachers, and the entire school community. Behind every success story are those that have nurtured, guided, and encouraged them to reach their fullest potential. First, to our leadership at the city level, Mayor Betancourt, Dr. Vidal, the school committee, for continuing to make decisions that put our kids first. To our school leadership, Mr. Ginalfi, Ms. Fine, Mr. Heenan, and Mr. Viator, for their tireless efforts in making sure the largest middle school in the state runs smoothly. To our counseling staff, especially Ms. Kennedy and Ms. Chiarenza, for always being there for our kids during these challenging times. To our teachers, with every passing year, the role of educator becomes more encompassing, with increasing demands, but day in and day out, they reinvent teaching and build relationships that provide a first-rate education to our students. They have our undying admiration and gratitude. To our parents and guardians, thank you for continuing to be part of your kids' education, volunteering, coming to back-to-school nights and parent conferences, and for having faith in us over the past 3 years. You demonstrate time and time again what makes Peabody so special. So Pegasus, today, as we honor your achievements, don't forget that this is just the beginning of your exciting new journey. With each day, there'll be new challenges and new opportunities. When you head off to high school, no matter where it is that you go, remember to carry with you the values, the knowledge, and the friendships you forged here at Higgins. And from all of us up here on the stage, congratulations and thank you. It's a privilege to be able to have the mayor of our city with us at these ceremonies, and at this time I'd like to call him up to offer a few words. Mayor Ted Betancourt.
Well, good morning. I'm extremely honored to be here today with all of you for the Higgins Moving On ceremonies, an important moment in the lives of our 8th graders. It is meaningful for 2 reasons. First, we are celebrating the achievement of an important milestone in the educational journey of our students, an opportunity for well-deserved congratulations in attaining this honor. But today is also a day to look forward in anticipation because our 8th graders will be going to high school next year. Some will go to Bishop Fenwick, Essex Tech, St. Mary's, St. John's Prep, but most of you will go to Peabody Veterans Memorial High School to experience some of the best years of your life. At our high school graduation a couple of weeks ago, we honored nearly 400 incredibly talented and accomplished students with their diplomas, many preparing for their next step and going on to college. We have students attending top colleges across the country. It is something that makes me proud as mayor to see our young students having success and pursuing their dreams. It is important for our students to know that you can achieve all of your dreams from the Higgins Middle School. I could speak for hours of graduates from Peabody who have all gone on to accomplish incredible success. Did you know that 2 of the 7 judges serving on the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court graduated from the Higgins Middle School, the highest court in our state, 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts, and 2 judges came from Peabody Higgins Middle School. Judges make decisions on the most important issues of the day that affect all of our lives, and 2 of the 7 sat right where you are. Justice Kimberly S. Budd and Justice David A. Lowy recently spoke to Peabody High School students in an amazingly informative forum. Justice Lowy was a regular playing basketball in the courts at Emerson Park and Symphony Park. He graduated from the University of Massachusetts and got his law degree at Boston University. Judge Lowy told students he had no idea he wanted to be a lawyer when he was in middle school. The love of the law came much later in his life. Justice Budd, who actually just became the Supreme Judicial Judge, Chief Justice, was number 2 in her class at Peabody High School and went on to Georgetown University for her bachelor's degree in English and to Harvard University for her law degree. She is just the 3rd African American to serve on the state Supreme Court. This is just one example of many I could give. Peabody graduates from the Higgins Middle School have become leaders in a variety of fields: in medicine, in the law, in business, in the military, in education, in athletics, performing arts, and government. From right where you are sitting, know you can achieve all of your dreams. Congratulations to all of you, your families, teachers, administrators. I know these special moments in life are always the result of a team effort. Enjoy this moment and always dream big. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. It's also a privilege to be able to have the Superintendent of Schools with us at these ceremonies, and to say a few words, I'd like to bring up Dr. Josh Vidala.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me and allowing me to speak. I'd like to thank Mr. Busey and Mr. Ginolfi for all the work he's done with our 8th graders this year. Thank Mr. Betancourt. Mayor Betancourt's been an incredible support to our schools. Of course, Mr. Hockman and our school committee have also been very supportive. And we couldn't do it without our Pegasus teachers. They've done an amazing job this year. Let's have a round of applause for our faculty and staff. And of course, I want to thank the parents and families who are here today. You've done an amazing job. Thank you for allowing us to spend this time with your children. And you have really been the glue that has kept us all together. So I really want to thank you and just appreciate all that you've done over the past 3 years. Thank you. Over the past week, I've had the pleasure of going to the 5th grade moving on ceremonies and seeing our little ones move on, and they'll be entering middle school next year. And it made me reflect on this class, which is a very special class because I've seen a lot of you grow up since kindergarten. And I thought back to your 5th grade year, and I think our moving on ceremonies were in cars, drive-by style. So this is much better for that. I kind of reflected back on, I took over as superintendent right as you guys entered the 6th grade. And it was very challenging times, and there was a lot of uncertainty. So you may see on our website and a lot of our communications that we've come up with a theme of hope. And hope for our students is really a promise for a better future. And our goal is to bring hope to the students and to the community. And for our students, what hope means is it's an acronym, and it's really the tenets that will help them to be successful. It's having high expectations, being optimistic, persevering when times get tough, and thinking about excellence in all of their areas. And this class has definitely done that. 1984, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, Desmond Tutu, has a quote about hope. And he says, "Hope is the ability to see that there is light despite all the darkness." And over the last 3 years, we've had quite a bit of darkness and uncertainty. And I can honestly say that this group of 8th graders has really been our sense of hope. And so we appreciate that. So we thought it'd be nice this year, and beginning this year and moving forward, to really pick one student and celebrate them for embodying all the messages of hope that we have. And our Pegasus teachers, of course, they go above and beyond, have written a statement about one student, and we're going to give the Superintendent's Hope Award to one student. And of course, this one's a little special, I think, and so I hope I do it justice. This is from the teachers. "This student is the most deserving of all, She's got everything: gumption, wits, and the kindness of St. Vincent de Paul. She's really marvelous. That's why she's so deserving. Hence this bestowment that we are currently observing. She is the most diligent Pegasus that our cluster has ever had, and it would not be surprising in 4 years that she'd be our valedictorian grad. Her ceiling is limitless, her potential unknown. We might as well establish her bedazzled throne. But did I mention she's humble? She'd shirk our bequeathed crown. Instead, more fitting would be a bestowed cap and gown. To wear, we know not, but it could be festooned with ivy, and when it does come, she'd be beaming, quite smiley. Here's to our girl who could craft a climate panacea. Hear, hear to the marvelous Maribel Duarte Garcia. Congratulations, Maribel. So I'm sure she's quite surprised. So as Maribel comes up, we have a plaque for her, and we also have this wonderful poem that, if you read it, it might sound a little bit more eloquent. But we'd like to congratulate Maribel for an amazing 3 years, and this is a great honor. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Vidala. Congratulations, Maribel. Our National Honor Society members stand out as role models, demonstrating what it means to be well-rounded individuals that value academic excellence and embrace the spirit of giving back. Their accomplishments extend far beyond the classroom, leaving an indelible mark on our school and our community. To help recognize these students, I'd like to introduce our Honor Society advisors, Mr. DeLay and Mrs. Wallace.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. The 52 new National Junior Honor Society members truly personify National Junior Honor Society's 5 pillars of scholarship, citizenship, leadership, character, and service. These traits are clearly shown through their collective GPA of 3.88, which far surpasses the required minimum of 3.67, along with the impressive collective total of 1,724 community service hours. From July through May, you certainly lived up to the NJHS motto, service before self, as you developed into well-rounded student leaders in our school, community, and beyond. These important traits of leadership, citizenship, and character were evident by your own words, from your insightful responses to your community service experience and your well-written application essays. At this time, I would like to invite the new members to head up to the stage. We're honored to be able to recognize your achievements and wish you continued success in high school and beyond. It is our privilege to introduce the newest National Junior Honor Society members, Gianna Branco, Aiden Horgan, Danica Martin, Giancarlos Magnetti, Maeve O'Donnell, and Lauren Weiner. Congratulations to the 2023 J. Henry Higgins chapter members of the National Junior Honor Society.
4 very impressive graduating Pegasus students have achieved the lofty status of principals list for each of their marking periods here at Higgins Middle School. That means they were leaving us with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. We'd like to take a few minutes to acknowledge these 4 and ask them to come up to the podium, starting with Charlotte Bamford. Aiden Horgan. Alana Molly. And Maeve O'Donnell. At this point in the ceremony, the Pegasus teachers, with my assistance, will recognize the achievement and effort that they've seen in their classes this year. And as you've seen already, they are done in verse, so there will be poems, and I have practiced them for quite a while. A little tutorial from Mr. Powers this morning to make sure that I do them justice as well as Dr. Vidala did. So I'd like to start with Ms. Pitano to present the English Language Arts Awards. First, the award for English Language Arts Achievement. This particular student can be described as quite erudite. Her mind has the memory of multiple terabytes. She can write even better than ChatGPT. Her vocabulary is faster than knights that say knee. She is oh so pleasant and oh so quiet. She has a calming presence. She'll never riot. We think the world of this fine young lass, and if she were inclined, she could teach English class. We have the highest of hopes for her future years. She's got academic gifts that outpace her peers. She can achieve anything. She is that supreme. Let's hope she keeps it legal and not a pyramid scheme. Here's to the cornucopia of gifts she has. There are plenty. Entrusted with this award is the divine Olivia Penny. The award for English Language Arts Citizenship. Flying the flag, this is a true Brazilian, but nationality aside, she's one in quadrillion. She's especially smart and always has ponderous thoughts. If she were a flower, she'd be forget-me-nots. We will not forget her because her presence is mighty, and we treasure her moments and don't take them lightly. She will achieve more than we can ever dream, for her talent and brains are something that's supreme. So let's hoist our waters to this ELA queen, a student who can even define the term empyrean. Empyrean, you ask? It relates to the heavens, a place that outspans the mightiest of herons. But let's not digress into this esoteric verbiage, for flights of that fancy might be for a dusty hermitage. This student will never be mistaken for a foolish chimera. Please bestow this award to Camelia Oliveira. Congratulations, Camilla. Thank you, Ms. Pitano. At this point, I'd like to call up Ms. Carnes for the Math and Algebra Awards. First, for mathematics achievement. A ship in the night, this student cuts through the cluster. He's got poise, he's got smarts, and if it's dark, he might luster. He's certainly more mature than his 14 short years, and his trajectory could easily take him from Sao Paulo to Algiers. At night, he dreams of solutions to equations, and he's got formulas for just about every occasion. Ask him to deduce the number of needed fowl, he'll come up with a number so guests' stomachs won't growl. Beyond that, he's especially kind. If you ask, he's probably peel off your orange rind. He'd go to great lengths to make sure it's composted, to ensure that the earth isn't utterly roasted. Climate change quip there. Here's to the quiet excellence of this young man, Jaden Rios. Isn't he grand? The award for mathematics citizenship. This student literally beams, and we hope that all our wishes can be cashed and redeemed. We don't think we've ever seen her dower. Cheerfulness just might be her superpower. She's got a great heart and transition lenses. Her goodness will break down the harshest of defenses. As like the awarded others, we'd have a class full of her. A request if given, it'd be so hard to demur. We hope she won't forget us when she reaches her lofty heights, and I know that she will always champion others and their rights. But where will she go? That's entirely unknown. But when she gets there, we just hope she surely phones. Here's to this girl. Her name isn't Drusilla. She's the best. Her name is Olivia Silva. Congratulations, Olivia. For algebra achievement. You want to know the area of a rhombus? Yeah, she can do that. Perhaps Hilbert's unsolved proof? She'll do it in no time flat. How about the mass and velocity of a gnat? She'll knock it right out and let you know on GChat. She's got a mind for numbers and calculating equations. Her fingers on the calculator would cause a lesser abrasions. In no time, her work will be in publications, and when she's awarded her Fields Medal, she'll give a great oration. What more can be said about this mathematical whiz? She gets A's on each and every quiz. So let's pop a carbonated bottle of pop and let it fizz, and properly and proudly celebrate this Ms. Here's to this girl, she's never a folly. Cheer, cheer, cheer for the astute Alana Molly. The award for algebra citizenship. Give this student an assignment and she'll never rankle. She's got all the insight, she knows all the angles. She works so hard that sometimes she steams, but if you check the body language, she is completely at ease. She could tell you the slope of the mightiest of mountains, or just by gandering the amount of liters in Trevi Fountain. In no time, she'll be mastering the lessons of Euclid. In time, she will undoubtedly be just as reputed. Beyond her strong math abilities, she should be recognized for her cordial civilities. Throughout this year, she's never been cross, and if she were, would surely be at a loss. So let's give a hand, she can't be ignored, the wonderful, marvelous Charlotte Bamford. Congratulations, Charlotte. Thank you, Ms. Carnes. To present the Science Awards, I'd like to call up Ms. Dean. First, the award for science achievement. The acumen of this student burns as bright as a bursting supernova, but his intelligence isn't luck, not bestowed by a four-leaf clover. He's gained his through work and probably a little bit of genetic help, and perhaps, just perhaps, his penchant for delicious ocean kelp. He burns oh so bright and has escape velocity. It's entirely up to him what will be his fine trajectory. A future in science could certainly be his thing, but he could do whatever he wants. Perhaps he will sing. Maybe not a singer, for we haven't heard him warble. Maybe investigating all things veins, to be precise, periportal. But what it is, he's squeamish, and what if he faints? Perhaps into the realm of climate he can debate. Wherever he goes, he'll burn bright like the Serengeti. Here's to the sensational Giancarlos Mignetti. For science citizenship. If Sisyphus had his tenacity, he'd have conquered that hill. For this student's mind is buzzing, it never is still. Brute force is not how you defeat the hardest of things. It's the brains that allow us to pull all the strings. In no time at all, this student would have defeated that rock. As said, he'd make it work. It wouldn't be schlock. But let's move off the Greek mythology and turn to his future, the pursuit of biology. He'll follow the sciences as far as he can. He'll do this as he transforms from child to man. He'll make breakthroughs and search the unknown and hopefully save our warming biome. Here's to his career. I'm hoping he'll engineer a cheaper avocado. Here's to the future scientist, Isaac Machado. Thank you, Ms. Dean. And finally, for the Social Studies Awards, our Higgins Middle School Poet Laureate, Mr. Powers. For Social Studies Achievement, the Achievement Award goes to someone who exceeds with aplomb, a student whose selection should not raise a qualm. She is smart, she is fierce, and a good questionnaire, attributes that will surely help her in whichever career. If I had a genie, I would certainly wish for more students such as this, but that would be of dreams or potential classical myths. Instead, we exalt her on this glorious moving on day while quietly whimpering and hoping she'd stay. She'll be able to do anything she sets her mind to, but who is this person? Do you have the faintest of clues? She's smart and she comes from the realm of F-block. She's inquisitive and has a mind that just pops. She'll be in charge of all of us someday when she is the boss. Her name, remember it, it is Skylar Ross. Congratulations, Skylar. The award for Social Studies Citizenship. This student has the maturity of a mighty sequoia. He has gravitas and a mind that would lend to Loya. He is quiet and humble and always does what he is asked. He does this no matter the size or difficulty of the task. He leads others along with the quietest of actions and is nonplussed by others' buffoonish abstractions. He can navigate and discuss the confusing and wonky ways of government while avoiding aspersions and not lauding aberrant judgments. The one and only fault of this fine young student is the way he leaves school, which is not especially prudent. His head always down, strolling through the teacher's parking lot. He really should keep his head up and not become a besmeared spot. The student has the wiseness of the aged Jedi Ben Kenobi. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, to our recipient, Devin Cody. Congratulations, Devin. Thank you, Pegasus teachers. Congratulations to all of our Pegasus Award winners. It is now just about time to move on to the main event of the presentation of certificates to members of a class that has made us so proud over the past 3 years. Before we do that, I would like to say a few words about somebody else that is moving on. I'm sure many of you have heard, after almost 30 years at Higgins Middle School, the last 20 as associate principal, Mr. Ginalfi is taking over the principalship of Ipswich Middle School. Having been a colleague and a friend of Mr. Ginalfi for nearly all of those 30 years, I can say without question that Ipswich is getting one of the most genuinely good people that I've ever known. Congratulations, Mr. Ginalfi.
Thank you very much. So this class I will always remember, not just because it's my last of the 6 groups I've taken through the cycle of middle school, but because you've come so far. You missed your 5th grade spring. You came in strange circumstances to start. Sort of like running a marathon, but everybody else gets to run 26 and a half miles and you have to go 30. But yet you still managed to win the race. No more better evidence than Friday night. We had about 400 of our students at our Moving On dance, and everybody was so mature and proud. I was proud to see them all and how well everyone got along, and I knew you were rounding the corner, and now we're at the finish line. So let's start with our awards, our certificates, excuse me. Mason Amoroso. Sherna Antoine. Charlotte Bamford. Gianna Bronco. I had Brian written down. Gabriel Cassiano. Julia Yasmin De Silva. Janiel De Jesus. Felicity Emerson. Thomas Fidalgo. Melanie Flores Diaz. Valentina Gregory. Aiden Hun. Isaac Machado. Danica Martin. Dominic Mercier. Gabriella Montoya. Maeve O'Donnell. Julio Perez Maldonado. Natalie Roman. Lester Romero Esteban. Olivia Silva. Nicholas Vitrano. Victoria Caragal. Jaden Siak. Maria Joanna De Silva. Enzo Donaciamento. Alexia Dooney. Diane Urkala. Lucas Fagundes. Kai Gallion. Sarah Jane Gomes, sorry. Tristan Lawrence Indonelia. Abigail Jenkins. Tulio Maya. Gabby Miola. Anthony Madunio. Camilla Oliveira. Skylar Ross. Evan Ruiz. Anthony Syracuse. Greta Soiley. Gino Tracy. Gabriel Trombus. Jaden Williams. Nicholas Burt. Olivia Cardy. Devin Cody. Hannah Donnelly. Matthew Dresser. Elena Dooney. Raulina Fernandez. Carlos Gomes. Ava Gonzalez. Damian Gregory. Jasmine Johnson. Jonna Juni. Matthew Kenny. Nicholas Manos. John Carlos Mignetti. Chelsea Noah Enriquez. Christopher Oliveira. Olivia Penny. Jaden Rios. Joshua Sanchez. Natalia Sander. Chanel Swanton. Aiden Tuttle. Aaron Bradshaw. Julio Cambui. Nevaeh Clements. Axel De Pool Reyes. Maribel Duarte Garcia. Liana Duran. Aniel Espinal. Maya Flores. Mark Gordon. Brooklyn Green. Jersey Ann Green. Angel Gutierrez Ayala. Aiden Horgan. Violet Johnson. Dominic Martinello. Alana Molly. Alyssa Norden. Enrique Ortmeyer. Nico Pahor. Savannah Picanso. Joel Rocker. Kaylee Santerre. John Tavernese. Lauren Weiner.
Before we send them off one final time, I'd like to offer our congratulations and best wishes to the Pegasus class of 2023. Congratulations. Parents, grandparents, families, thank you for 3 great years, for your support of our school, and most importantly, for the support of your kids. I would ask the audience, stay seated while our students file to meet you outside. Thank you all for coming this morning. Have a great day and a great summer.